There is a new creepy and freaky manga out now by Kamentotsu called The Creepy and Freaky. So we'll see different stories each chapter. This one, being the first one, contains two just to be a little longer for a pilot chapter. It takes place in a cutesy animal village setting with, at least in this chapter, the character Granoli finds a weird shop with boxes of fear. The first story is called The Phantom of the Metal Sphere. There's a character, Endo Takahashi, who is part of the gardening club, buries dead animals instead of throwing them away, which is typical. Then one day, he sees a bunch of crows flying. There's a lot of talk about crows, about how they kind of be a harbinger of death and stuff like that, when they're actually, smarter and better than people think. But I think nowadays most people realize that. But there's a bunch of crows gathering, and they see a giant paint-faced body that gives a weird metal sphere and then dies. So ends up burying it. Says it's really sad, but then has a creepy smile going along with it. The story of the taxi ghost. There's a folklorist named Yonokura, studies ghost taxis. There's actually a history of them around the world in some way, but Yonokura is actually pretty skeptical about this. Has about 6 possibilities of what these could be, but mainly, at least in this story, has been collecting a lot of water that's left behind by these ghost taxis. Gives it to a forensic researcher named Sakagami to find some kind of amniotic fluid from someone, an Asian woman, 20 to 30s age range, that was pregnant with twins. May have been the ghost. Then, for some reason, the fluids has been disappearing. We see it was maybe Sakagami who has been helping himself to a few little sips of it and then forgetting about it. And that's that story. They're going to be episodic. They're not so much scary, just kind of creepy. The images are weird. So creepy and freaky. Fitting, because it's not too scary, but it's still like, the fuck is this? From here on out, though, I don't know what to expect. Maybe they stick with the same character, Granoli, coming back and forth. Guys seem to have a good time. I had a decent time reading it. But hopefully, as it goes on, we'll also meet new characters visiting. The stories will start tying together. And these boxes will just get creepier and freakier as we go. But that is it for this. I've been your Otakutainment DAC Stories. This has been Otakutainment Reviews. Get out there and be creepy and freaky yourself.